Alright everybody, at Dustin Depp here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the stage motion upgrade, add-on, whatever you'd like to call it, for the Range Rover Evoque. Let's get this loaded up here. Alright, first off, you'll notice that you have to start the vehicle to turn it on. You can't just hit the start-stop button. You can, if you don't have your pedal on, you can hit the start button and it'll come on for about 3 minutes, but it is pretty well instantly the battery drain thing comes up, so you're better off just starting it because you can only run it for a couple minutes anyways without it. Sorry for the shaky video. I'm currently filming it with an iPad mini, so to start it up, it's just like you seen in the videos. You hold down your audio video button and it'll switch over. Comes up with this here. This is the actual TV part of it. So, and I haven't let it actually scan because the last time I used it was in France. So right now it's in French channels, so it's got to search for new channels. That's the reason it's not coming up. But the TV actually works pretty good, I'd say. The TV, you cannot use the remote for the TV. You can either use touchscreen or remote only, and that's the way you hook it up. So you can't. You've actually got to unhook everything and hook it up differently to switch it. The problem with using touchscreen is you've only got 9 buttons, and they're imaginary squares here. So you know that this is up, this is down, this is left, this is right. That's enter, that's power or exit, and the other ones I'm really not sure of. You've just got to kind of remember what everything is. Once you get the menus up, though, it's pretty easy to use. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other the sat-nav bit on it. So you're going to hit audio video again. You're going to tap it once. It comes over to the sat-nav bit. This runs like Windows CE, so you've got loads of different things on here. You've got your music play, you can adjust the screen, explore, that's where your files and stuff are, system files, radar, point of interest detector, things like that. This, like the radar and point of interest detector, they don't work at all. They'll open up a program, but they're not connected because this thing doesn't have wireless or 3G, even though it shows up on here. Those are meant to be like later on add-ons, but like I said, I've had it for about a year now, and they still haven't came out with those add-ons. They did just send me a version 2 of the software that I've got to install, and that's supposed to get rid of this line right here, and it's supposed to make it a higher resolution. You can't really tell right now, but it's really not that great a resolution. It's kind of crappy, to be honest with you. The tracking doesn't work. Like I said, basically the only thing that works in this computer right now is the actual sat-nav bit. What will be cool, though, is once they get the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth working, so you'll be able to connect your mobile to it. You've got Internet Explorer here. Huh, well, that actually usually works as well, but it opens up Opera, or Opera Internet Explorer, Opera Internet Explorer. Let me go to power mode here and see if I can't change that. And we'll go to reboot mode, save. That's a bit of a pain. The problem with putting it in reboot mode is every time you turn off the engine, it comes back up and it tells you that it's been turned off the wrong way, just like a computer would, that it's been shut down the wrong way. It comes up with a little warning thing asking you if you want to erase all settings and start over. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Bluetooth doesn't work, like I said. Nothing else works. The only other thing that will work on here is it comes with an extra USB cable that you can plug into your glove box. Or, well, you run through and cut a hole and have it in your glove box. So it's an extra USB port that you can plug things into, and you can actually play them from there. So that's pretty cool. The rear camera it works through the system, but if you hit rear camera, it doesn't actually come up. It just comes up like that. So I don't know about that. Navigation. Make sure the path and file names are correct, huh? Well, that's weird. Navigation's not working right now. Let's just try turning the thing off real quick. You've actually got to lock the doors and let it go completely off. Just got to make sure it's completely powered down, or else it won't do anything. So let me unlock it again. Start it back up. Okay, once again, you got to hold this button down. There you go. Navigation system is loading. And there it goes. Now it's loading up. Also with this, with the actual computer and the nav bit, you get this here. This is actually a touchscreen remote. So anywhere you touch on that, actually the cursor actually moves with it. As you can see right now, the cursor's moving from me touching the remote, which is a pretty cool feature. You've got like your setup buttons here and stuff, and a lot of these buttons you actually do need when you're going through settings, so it's handy to have around. I just keep it in my glove box. As far as locations and stuff, you just go in, you know, find address, find point of interest, and they're all on there. This thing doesn't have very good it doesn't have a very good resolution either. History's in there, so you can see all the places I've been. It'll actually remember them even if you shut it down the wrong way, which is pretty cool. We'll sit back. The only problem with it is I have the solar attenuating glass or whatever, and I also have the heated front windscreen and the pano roof. So I've actually put my my sat-nav antenna, sorry about that, my sat-nav antenna is right there on the dash. They tell you to put it in that grate right there with the where your speaker is, but if you have the Meridian sound system, there's actually a speaker in there, so it doesn't fit. And if you have sat-nav installed already, there's a sat-nav antenna for the original sat-nav right in front of it. The reason I actually bought this system is because I have US maps on my Range Rover Evoque, and I live in the UK, and funnily enough, Range Rover haven't figured out how to change maps on a vehicle. Apparently you got to order a new vehicle, even though BMW, Audi, and every other car manufacturer in the world that I've ever had, easily you just go into the dealer and they flash new maps on it. So that's a bit of a pain, but that's the whole reason I bought the stage motion upgrade. As far as right now, I'm gonna have to say the only thing I really actually use on it is the TV bit. The TV works pretty good when you're bored. So when you're at the ferry or anything like that, waiting, if you're gonna be in the car for a while, just waiting, sitting there, the TV's pretty good. The actual sat-nav is a bit shit because, like I said, you don't get that good a signal. So going down the highways and stuff's alright, but it'll start to like track off. So like it'll start to think that you're over here, and it'll start telling you you're on the side roads, telling you to exit here, exit there. I mean, it turns out to be a pain in the ass, and it's a real pain in the cities when it starts to do it. And you got to move the antenna around. You'll go from full signal to no signal in no time. So I'm not really sure what the problem is. They told me to go ahead and try mounting it up here. So I've got that update to this system, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to mount it up there, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that, just go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'll try to answer everything for you guys. I did get the version 2 update in, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to put that in this weekend, and they said that should help the resolution. As far as everything else, who knows? Was it worth €1,200? If the sat-nav worked, sure. But we'll have to find out when I move the antenna. So maybe if I move the antenna and everything works out, then A-okay. For right now, I'd probably give it a thumbs down. Thanks a lot. At Dustin Depp.